So last weekend, my family hosted our annual chili cook-off, which, if you know my family, is less about culinary prowess and more about who can survive the most questionable spice combinations. This year, my cousin Greg, who once tried to pass off a frozen pizza as deconstructed lasagna, insisted he had a game-changing chili recipe. He showed up with a mysterious bag of spices and the confidence of someone who's never actually eaten chili before. The only red flag was that he kept winking and saying, "Trust me, this one's got a real kick." As we all gathered around the table, Greg dished out giant steaming bowls of his creation. The first bite was confusing. My tongue was expecting a parade of peppers, but instead, it was greeted by what can only be described as the spirit of Christmas. There were murmurs of, "Is that nutmeg?" And my grandma, who's never met a spice she didn't like, started humming Jingle Bells. Greg, meanwhile, looked around smugly, as if he'd just reinvented food as we know it. About halfway through dinner, my little niece, who has the palate of a bloodhound, finally cracked the case. She pulled the spice jar out of the trash, squinted at the label, and announced, "Uncle Greg, this says cinnamon, not chili powder." Greg turned the color of a ripe tomato, while the rest of us simultaneously realized why our chili tasted like a Yankee Candle. My dad started laughing so hard he had to leave the table, and my mom just kept shaking her head, muttering, "This is why we can't have nice things." So now, Greg's famous chili has been officially renamed by the family as Tex-Mex Apple Pie. And as for the cook-off trophy? We filled it with cinnamon sticks and told Greg he'd spiced up the competition in a way we'll never forget.